Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining me. Please consider subscribing and hitting the alert for all future videos. Today what I'm going to be doing is an April week 2 check-in, and I'm going to be super upfront with you all. This has been a crazy week for me, so I've needed to spend money for my mom for things she needed. So I took them from whatever envelope had money in it. So I've tried to reconcile it. I know what I've spent. I've been very careful not to spend on my credit card or out of my checking account. But if it was in an envelope and I needed it, it was fair game. So let's go ahead and get started. And let me show you what you should never do with your budget. But I think sometimes you have to be flexible because life happens, and this has just been a week. We put my mom in a memory care facility, which is really good for her. She needed to go. But there's a lot of things that she needed that she didn't pack. And so every day my sisters or I have been running there and running her things that she needed. So, you know, that is what budgets allow you to do, is to be able to help people that need help. So let's go ahead and get started. So for groceries this week, I spent, let me just move this over, zoom it out a little bit. I always have a 50-50 shot at that and go the wrong way. So for groceries, so my last check-in was on the 9th in the morning, and then I did have some additional transactions that evening, and then I am checking in on the 17th. So I did not have an opportunity to check in yesterday. So groceries were $49 plus $62 for HelloFresh, and I did leave money in my account this month, $15 at Fry's and $11 at Walmart, so $137. And then just check those off. Church was $100 for giving. And I did actually get to go back this past Sunday because they are open again, and it was really so nice to be back in the building. So I am going to next month pull out money instead of online tithing. So for eating out, I had Texas Roadhouse for $25 plus Streets of New York. Oh, I didn't write down the number. Amount. One moment, please. Streets of New York was $25. So Texas Roadhouse was actually $30, but I took a $5 bill out of my allowance to put that in for tip because I didn't have change in there. And then Streets of New York was $25, so that was $50. And then my allowance, I spent the $5 at Texas Roadhouse, $31 at Target, $15 at Walmart, which was $51. So I took $1 out of my tip money. I'm telling you, this was just a madness. I'm just gonna put that as 50 because I didn't take any additional money out of allowance. And then personal care, I didn't spend anything. Entertainment, I didn't have anything. I've written these down. And gas, my husband put gas in the car, so I will put in the next tank. And then household, I spent $25 at Tuesday morning and $20 at Walmart, so that's $45. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at where we are on our envelopes and add money, and then I'll look at what I do on the account, on the categories that I don't track in an envelope. They're more virtual envelopes. Okay, put these over here. Bring this over. Okay, so for groceries, it is empty. So I put $200 in, let that in my account, and then I took $300 out, which is $75 a week for cash in my grocery envelope, and then the balance is in the account. So I am definitely going to be over. So I had $311 starting the week. I spent $137. So I have $174 left. I might be okay. I've got 2 more weeks. I do have HelloFresh for the next 2 weeks, so that's $124 minus $124. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be over. Definitely gonna be over. Okay, so for groceries, I'm gonna put $75 in my envelope. Now I may have some wiggle room this week because I didn't do HelloFresh last week. So it was more money for groceries because I went to Sam's Club and Costco and things like that. This week, 3 meals are HelloFresh. One night we're going to a family dinner. One night we'll go out. So I really only need food for breakfast and lunches and then dinner. So, or like one dinner of the week. So I definitely think I can do that for the $75. So it would be nice if I had a little bit left over for from week 3 to roll into help week 4. But I'm definitely going to spend more than the $200 in my account because of HelloFresh. So that is what it is. After March, I was really excited about April because I thought, oh, I can just get right back on, budget and back on the plan and not using my card. And then there's been so many unknown expenses this week, and I'm just trying to get things done that I need to do and help, but also to not completely blow my budget by using my checking account and my credit card. So if it can come out of my envelopes, I'm doing it. And if not, I'm just trying to figure out a way to pay for it. Okay, so restaurants is empty. I'm going to put $50 in here. So 20, 40, 50, and I have 50 left for week 4. Now I do have my dad staying with me right now, but if we go out, he does not let anybody else pay, but he's gonna go home tomorrow, and then I'm going up to help him. So my husband's gonna kind of be on his own a little bit this week, but he'll be fine. So restaurants 50, allowance is empty. And I'm going to put, why do I have so much money in allowance? Oh, here's the extra 20 that I couldn't find for personal care. Good to know. Okay, it was in with my allowance. Okay. I don't know if you saw my last video, I was short 20 in personal care, could not figure it out. So there it is. So I'll put this 20 back into bank because that's where I took the 20 out. So 50 for allowance. When you watch back the video when I'm editing, it's like you see your mistakes, and I know that you all see it when I'm doing it, but at the time I could not figure it out. So I didn't check my allowance envelope, which I should have, but there it is. Okay, so for bank, I have 2 50s that's going back, plus this 20. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those back into bank for right now. And then medicine is empty. Again, a category I just pulled money out of because I had money there when I needed to grab some stuff for my mom. So that was $40 and now it's at 0. Recreation was at 0. Clothing. So I had a $20 Old Navy cash, like a cash card that expires tomorrow. So my mom needed like t-shirts, she needed like shoes for the shower, things like that. So I went there, I picked up a couple t-shirts for myself and then bought her some things, and that was $79. I had $107. So even with the $20 off, my part was $79. So the $20 off was only off of full priced items. So most of the things I bought was on sale. So I probably didn't even get the full 20 value off that. So I should have $28 left. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay. So 28 there. And then personal care is in the other envelope. And then household is another example where I spent money for her that was not household related. So I went to Tuesday Morning for $25, Walmart for $20, and I should have 35. So 20, 25, 30, 35. So it literally would be a free-for-all. When I'd go to the store, I'm like, okay, where do I have money? And that's where I spent it. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so let's see here. So for eating out, I still have $100 going into week 3. For allowance, I have $100 going into week 3. For giving, I have $200. For personal care, I should have 70. Now I'm doubting it. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. Okay, I do still have 70. And I am having a massage next week, so some of that will be used. Entertainment, I don't have anything left. Clothing, I have $28. I spent $79. Medicine, I have nothing left. Gas, I have not spent any money in gas. So I know I'm going to fill up this week. I'm going to fill up our truck this week, so probably 50 of that will come out. Medical co-pays, let's see, 80, 100. I spent 100 this week, and so that leaves me 30. And then craft supplies. So there was a sale this weekend, the Planner Boss Collaborative, and 3 of my favorite shops were in that. So I did do some damage here, and some of this is gonna have to come out of miscellaneous. So I had $83 in this account. I spent $124, $38, and $53. Do that differently. So 124 plus 38 plus 53 minus 83. I am over 132. So I'm going to take the miscellaneous. So now I'm just over $32. And then for household, I don't think she's going to clean again. So I have 120 here, and what did I say for it here? 35, right? Yeah, 35. So 35 plus 120. I should have 155 left. Yep, that makes sense. Because I had 200, I spent 45, I have 155. So this may just go back into the bank at the end of the month. I don't know that she's going to clean anymore now that she's moving into her own house, so she's really going to have time or energy to do that, so we'll see. She doesn't want to give me an answer because she doesn't want to say that she's not going to do it, because I think she thinks I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm fine. I can clean my own house and save myself some money. So for savings challenge this week, it is $110. So 280 is what I should have. No, 380. Oh, that's 280. Okay, so 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80. Okay, so 280 is correct. And then I don't have any, oh, let me get this back into savings challenge. I'm trying to get this filmed. My dad ran to the store when I told him I needed to film. That didn't mean anything to him. And he kept coming in and talking to me, and you know, so he went to the store, so I'm like, I'm gonna hurry up and film this while he's at the store, and then I don't have to explain to him what I'm talking about when I said I'm gonna film. And then for my savings and my bank, so I'm definitely gonna either trade in some of these ones because there's a ridiculous amount of ones in here. So 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 75, 76, 77. Okay, I'm going to take $7 out of here and put it in my tip one in my wallet. When we went to the wedding last week, and they did an open, like a hosted bar, but then you still needed a tip, and then they did a dollar dance, and of course my daughters were with us, and of course nobody had singles, so I was glad that I had a bunch of singles in here that I could give them. And you know, they never have cash with them, so there you go. So that goes back into savings. So there's $70 in there. And then my bank one, I was really proud of myself because my first thought was I would just take my bank envelope, and then whatever I needed to do for my mom, I would just take it out of my bank envelope. And then I decided that this money technically needs to go back to the bank because it's money that I spent on my card for items that were supposed to be cash envelopes. So I was like, no, because then when I go to pay off my card and, you know, start my May cash stuffing, I'm going to be short money because I spent more money than I had in my envelope. So I decided to go ahead and just take it from whatever envelope, make it balance, and leave this intact. So I'm happy that I did that because I think at the end of the month I would have been really over budget. So 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 210 in here that will start my May cash stuffing. So I'm at least, you know, I don't want to feel at the end of the month that I exceeded my budget. I want to just be on budget, even though the categories may be wrong. It's not something for household. It's something that I bought for, you know, from Walmart that was shampoo or whatever. So I'll live with that versus being over budget. Okay, so that is everything that I have for week 2. I hope you are all doing well on your budget. I'm at the point this month that I just need to, you know, whatever is in here is going to be free game. Whether it goes to groceries or household or whatever, I'm just going to let that go and just keep tracking the transactions so that I know what category I took it from, so that I can balance it at the end of the week and just not put myself in a position where I'm spending the money here and I'm spending the money in my account. So I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. It makes me feel better about not sticking to my budget as I had intended as far as categories. I normally don't like to pull from other categories, but at this point of the month and my situation, I think one thing I love about being a budgeter is that it's got to be flexible. It's got to work for you and your lifestyle and your situation. So that is why I am handling this month the way I am. So I hope you are doing well, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Thank you.